Max Roach used to call the drum set an instrument of indeterminate pitch, meaning that it's not tuned like a piano or a melodic instrument that is an instrument of determined pitch, right? But Max Roach was widely regarded to be one of the most melodic of drummers. Timpani is a melodic instrument. It's tuned like a piano or a horn or something like that. Nowadays, drummers are playing melodies on their drum sets. What it begins with is just a good sense of relative pitch. Some of you play other instruments besides the drums and some of you don't. But if you can get with the intervals, you can start to think more melodically and practice your ear training and come up with melodic and harmonic ideas on your drums that are just as pitch-oriented as they would be on other instruments. On page 17, I'm showing you examples of measured dynamic changes that are relative to common chord change intervals. Who can tell me what the Nashville number system is?
The chord changes are spelled out just by their Roman numeral symbol?
Yeah, the chord number, 1 chord, 4 chord. When you go into a studio session in Nashville and they hand out the music, they give you these chord charts, the Nashville number system, that are in the arrangement of the song. It's not like they hand you a chart that's in B flat or a chart that's in F. They hand you a chart and they say this is the 1 chord, and 4 bars later it goes to the 4 chord, and then it goes here, and they'll show you where the breaks are and this and that. Anybody know why they do it that way?
So they can change the key of the song easily.
Yeah, and you don't have to write a whole new chart. You don't necessarily need a true melodic instrument to start thinking about intervals and finding them on your drums. You just have to know a couple things. You have to know that when you strike percussion soft, the pitch is lower, and when you strike it harder, the pitch goes up. And you also need to know that the middle of the drum is the lowest note on the drum, and as you move outward, the pitch goes up too. You can start to find notes in your drums in a couple different ways. You might think of it like a target and find out what the pitches are like in different sections. Or you might think of it like a steel drum. You see what a steel drum looks like? It's a pan, it's hammered in different directions. It's really hard to get a drum in perfect tune with itself, especially when it has a top and a bottom head. But if you have something like this, you can find pockets of notes. One of the things I like to offer in my playing and that I like to work on, because I'm not often sitting at a melodic instrument, but I appreciate them, and I'll just start to think about notes and intervals, and I'll try to find them on the drums. Now, with that, we want to try to find a chord movement at the root, or an interval leap of 1 to 4 to 5 to 1. So let's think about what that sounds like. One of the things that'll be on the website to accompany the book, I have a list of popular tunes that I use to help me remember the intervals. You know, sections of songs, lyrics mostly. If I want to think of a fourth, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. That's a fourth. Amazing. Then I got to go from the 4 to the 5. Now that's a major second. For me, major second is Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing, every little thing, it's gonna be alright, don't worry. Back to the root, from the 1 to the 5, Flintstones. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. So, amazing grace, amazing, don't worry, up to my 5. Flintstones, right? So, another subdivision. Then I look at the dynamics. trying to find it. Because it takes understanding a little bit about the surface you're working with, and it takes a little bit of understanding about your touch. But you can do a lot of nice things with that. And you can start to hear, that's a common chord progression. How many songs do you know that have a 1-4-5-1 chord progression? I mean, aside from like all of them. You know what I mean? More ambitious might be another one. 1-6-2-5-1. Comfortable with it, and every drum is going to be different. Why do this with a timetable? The velocity increases. You know, if I want to try to be consistent with my tones, it's a lot different when I'm playing eighth notes than when I'm playing 16th note triplets. And what's the natural tendency when we move from more space to you know, more notes when we're just playing rhythm? Anybody know?
Get harder.
Yeah, start playing harder. So it's good for your ear, it's good for your touch, you know.